What's below the surface?
You're talking physically or metaphorically?
I like metaphorically.
I do
myself.
too.
What's below the surface?
I would go with water.
Lots of great Minnesota energy.
Pasta with olive oil, garlic, and pine nuts.
The sewer?
Below the surface, great potential for coexistence here in this city for the optimal expression of people's well-being.
From under the pavement.
Below the surface in Minneapolis is a lot of opportunity to create healthier communities for everybody.
There's a lot of
especially
things that need to be
communities
worked
of color.
out, a lot of different issues, but there's also a lot of love and a lot of willingness to try to change and make this city
Water is below the surface.
What's the potential? It could come back, and we could go back in time and be futuristic at the same
A lot
time.
of diversity with cultures, and the potential for that is to all learn from each other and
Below
blend
the surface,
and
we have a lot of
grow as
community,
people.
and it's really cool to know that some of it is starting to come up, and I think it always kind of has been that way, but it's coming up a little bit more now, and seeing the community surface has been great to watch. Everybody come together.
There's a lot of people in Minneapolis, and there's a lot of things happening, and there's a lot of conversations happening,
wealth disparity
and that's
is
all
part
just
of
kind of existing, but what can come out of that is community that connects people throughout the entire city. And
I'm excited to see
and
what
maybe
kind
the
of
world.
growth can come through making it more accessible.
I think below the surface is a diversity of culture and food and communities that are somewhat isolated, and I think what can come out of that surface is connecting them together and creating these awesome collisions, which I think we have here with open streets.
For example, we had the chance to see what's below the surface. Suddenly everyone's above the surface, all on the same surface. We're all on the same level, and it's a chance to see what's below the surface.
The surface of Minneapolis sometimes is taken for granted is our connection to one of the world's greatest rivers.
Potential for above the surface is a lot more fun.
Everybody comes together and it creates this really large picture, and there's so much diversity and it all comes together into
Rich
this beautiful
soil
thing.
above it. We just keep growing and uniting.
Below the surface is togetherness and unity. And if that comes up, then
Potential's love. How about that?
that's what we'll have. More togetherness, more unity.
I can't really say much more than that, honestly.